Before we go though, they tried to do my boy Jeremy Corbyn dirty. Corbs, they kicked him out. They de-recruited him. He's no longer part of the Labour Party. Via anti-Semitism, you know. Because you can say what you want about black people, you can't say what you want about other communities, isn't it? You know, it's been used as a political football. Even as I'm looking you dead in your eye, I know I have to word what I'm saying correctly. As I'm sat here now, I'm getting flashbacks when we spoke about violent anti-Semitism. I was doing hands like this to make sure I was making my points correctly because I couldn't afford to say anything mad. Even though I'm right. You see what I'm saying? Man's got my P's and Q's, isn't it? And that's what they've done to Donny. It's like those people don't even care about anti-Semitism. There's been so much anti-Semitism in the Conservative Party, but when it's alleged that it's Jeremy Corbyn and stuff around him, it's the worst thing ever. You wanted to get rid of Donny because this was the closest we possibly got to some level of revolution, innit? Because we live in a two parties. I don't want to bore people political talk, but we've got a two-party system in the UK. For the most part, either or, it's not that much of a difference. Obviously, if you're from African minorities, you feel difference with like free school meals, certain things, but we're still fucked for the most part, innit? You know, and this person presented a genuine alternative. He was talking wild shit about like reparations. Like, he was out there renegade. He was out there. I was like, you know what, yeah? I don't even know if... I hope the political system doesn't like turn you into a cunt as well, but right now I like you, innit? Like, at least what you're saying, it feels like, oh, this is different. This is hope, you know? And they got him out of here, you know? So, because what it is, if they can get you out of the party completely, yeah, you need to be in one of those two political parties for you to stand a real chance of leading this nation, because he ain't gonna win the Green Party. No. He's not gonna go and start his own party. Even though I'd like to see it just from like shake things up a little bit. I saw that there's a fund for him, like a legal fund, which is in like the hundreds of thousands at the moment. So, you know, if people feel comfortable, as you've always spoken about GoFundMe's and all these different petitions, and just read whatever you need to read properly and do your research before you give your money. But it'll be interesting to see. But like, I think that's the key thing from this thing, is that they don't care about that thing. It's been used as a political football, and it's shown that it works, innit? You know, and I still stand on what I said before. I would love us to have that power.
Yeah,
get man out of here and that.
Yeah,
and I don't want it to be misused, but it just shows you how, like, I'm doing the hands again, like how much weight this thing holds, innit?
Yeah,
you know, and our thing doesn't seem to hold weight, and it pitches us against other communities.
Yeah,
but how can it not? When our thing don't bang, it don't matter. You know. And all these, and why I say like either party doesn't matter. Like both Donnies from either side, Labour, Conservative, like went to the same schools. They go dinner, like these are their brethren. Obviously on Parliament, like today at Parliament when they're doing order, yeah, we're doing like the theatre, the Coliseum. But after that, them man are going doing lines of coke together and that. Like they hang out, they drink beer, they're brethren in it. In the pomp and ceremony, we do the adversarial thing, but. You know, we make deals. We have to work because it's politics. You do have to work together, you know, on certain bills and certain things that you're trying to legislation you're trying to push through. But we're over there thinking that these men are they're brethren, bro. Keir Starmer, he's a Tory in disguise. Is my opinion. He's a Tory in disguise, bro. Come out, bro. I know you got the blue suit at home. Come out. Whilst I'm wearing blue as well, but I'm Crip. It's a little different. You got the blue suit at home, bro. I know who you are, man. You're a Tory in disguise, man. It's cool, man. But yeah, man. Jeremy Corbyn, free my mans. Free my mans. How long we got left? Only got a few minutes. We can't not touch on it. Made in Lagos.
Yeah.
Wizkid, Starboy, Wizzy Baba, you know, for the streets. We started the pod with Essence.
Yeah, man. Amazing.
Which is technically Thames' song. I just want to say that song belongs to Thames. That's a banger right there.
Super banger.
Yeah,
super banger. My favourite song on the album.
Yeah, amazing song. Not to throw in the bus, but Chris was saying before we started that she was kind of not there with the album like that. Like, not convinced.
Okay. I mean, I was sold from the jump.
Yeah.
3 songs in, I'm like, all right, cool.
I'm here. Yeah, you got me now.
Like, the first one could be a fluke. The second one, another second. But
songs, like, they're all individually good songs. I definitely won't take that away from him, but I just feel like there are a few tracks on the album I think are interchangeable, like just as a sound. I'm not saying like the content is not good. 100% it's a vibe, but
yeah,
in terms of substance, it's probably not what the album was going for. But for me, I was like,
You know what it is, with the time and what's happening in Nigeria with NSARS and stuff, having one of our top tier artists release an album, A bit of me is like, I just want to have good vibes. Like, your life does not, it's just to not bear that responsibility. Because Burna released like a politically charged song recently as well, off the back of the protest. And for the most part, Wizkid's always just been the guy that just gives you bangers, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I don't think like any of these are like standout bangers, but obviously Essence we love. Sonically, it's like easy listening. I was saying lounge music. You can kind of just have it on in the background
100%.
when you're cooking, you're cleaning, you're like even you're working. This ain't soccer. This ain't like you're not gonna get up and best say to these tunes, innit? It's not that vibe. But face to face wine, innit? Hold your babes by the waist.
I think it's a beautifully crafted album. To be honest.
Yeah, sonically,
yeah,
amazing.
Good.
Like when you say there's no standout, I'm like, we just named one. You know, I think
True Love,
No Stress, True Love. Like, you know, these are songs that are great. Blessed featuring Damian Marley. Junior Gong just went ham, bro.
He did.
He went ham.
Yeah, his verse.
And like, I think we were talking about at one point the Smile song featuring her, and I think you weren't too much of a fan of it.
No, I liked it. I said the she was moving stiff in the video.
Wasn't that the Skip Marley one though?
Sorry, Skip Marley.
Yeah. Just so Smile, it fits so well with the album. Even a song with LMA, I was like, he's bridging like two worlds and making it sound beautiful and making it fit and not losing his sound with it. I think this album reasserts him, like, because there was a point where a lot of people were so much on the Burner wave, they were sort of like forgetting how much of a premier artist Wizkid is. So it's definitely like they're competing with each other, and
I didn't
like
see that, bro.
No, like in a friendly way.
Yeah.
So like, all right, cool, you've dropped this. My next thing, I've got to do a mad thing as well. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So
because Wizkid's always brought out bangers. That's like because I don't know if you guys were at the show in Royal Albert Hall. When it's like my biggest problem, I just got too many bangers.
I was there.
And got bangers for days, isn't it? So
and funny, like a year today, last year was Burner's show. And, equally amazing. It was crazy. Yeah. So yeah, man, like I enjoyed this album thoroughly, you know, with everything, production, you know,
it's a production,
backing vocals by Tenny Tinks. Yeah, like for me, she's one of our finest vocalists. If you know, you know, innit? But it was lovely hearing Skepta on there as well. King Clarity,
but
King Clarity.
Donny copy and pasted the whole vibe from Bad Energy. Yes, go and listen to it. Like literally, like it's like punching
but it works. It works, bro. Like, what's the issue? Wasn't it a banger?
No, for me, that one a banger.
No, like,
but no, Bad Energy was a banger. But what it is it's like you have that as a banger, and you feel like man's just trying to do that again. Do you know what it is? Don't make it so obvious to me. That's what it was. I was like, I could hear it straight away. It's like,
he's gonna get. Do you know what? You're gonna embody that same connection that you had that worked.
Yeah.
The next time you go in, especially in album mode.
I feel
So Skepta's gonna give you a 16 that is off that vibe, innit? It's not his song this time. It's Wizkid's song that he features on. And
I love the relationship they got, that they've linked up and that, because they're from
it's not.
They can make
like,
good music.
You may not like it, but it's not a bad song.
No.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
I never at any point to the bangs. It's like it was so obvious, the copy and paste job for me.
Yeah,
that was my only like slight critique. But I understand where Chris is coming from. But I feel like this is just a vibe. I feel like this also to kind of put music out. I feel like he's still got way more stuff, way more bigger things in the tuck, and like more like traditional kind of Afrobeat style music for the next run. Like the stuff that's meant to ring off in the clubs. Because there's songs on there that can actually play in the club. Essence can play in the club. Yeah. You know, like I said, it doesn't have to be legwork. Yeah. I think that's what it is sometimes. Like you don't have to be. It doesn't have to be legwork, innit? It don't have to be that. We can vibes, innit? You know, there are different, and that's one thing Wizkid's always been ahead of them, man. Where it's like, if it's Ozonto, he'll be over there. If it's whatever's happening in South Africa, he'll be over there. If it's whatever's happening in Nigeria, he'll be over there. He's always able to fit in different. He sits in different pockets, isn't he? Like,
didn't he release Joro?
Joro, yeah.
Not too long ago. Yeah. I thought that was gonna be on the album, and I'm thinking, I say, he's got like hits.
But he's on a song called Pammy with Adekunle Gold by DJ Tunes. Like, there's so much DJ whatever featuring Wizkid out there. If you look on like SoundCloud, like he's got a lot of work on the streets in it. So that's why I don't know. Maybe our internet feeds are different. I didn't hear the whole like, they're competing or like people forgetting Wizkid. I didn't hear that in it. So I always thought like no one forgot like Wizkid's the guy in it. So
yeah, I mean, there were always going to be like a large section of people that are going to be like, but like, you know, when like you've gone so big, like that.
Burner had a defining moment.
He had a defining moment, so everyone was just like, oh yeah, this, that, and the other, like Burner. But like it's still on repeat, and I'm still going to be listening to it for many moons. I really enjoyed the album.
No, listen, I'm with you, bro. It's a solid body of work, and it's been on repeat. So, but we got a wrap, and I think it's a good place to end things.
Yeah.
I want to say thank y'all. Gratitude is my attitude. And
Come on.
Vans echoes my sentiments. Shouts out Almighty Sosa. Shouts out Chrissy. Shouts out to the Do-Rag Don Dada. That's your new AKA. for Houdini H. AKA the Melanin God.
The Do-Rag last week was glistening.
Yes, listening. Are you listening? Yeah.
Jesus.
But we're done. Use the hashtag, which hashtag off the cuff pod.
Yes.
YouTube gang, Spotify gang, Apple Podcast gang, SoundCloud gang.
All
yeah, man. Social media. Use the hashtag. Get involved in the conversation. Stay safe out there when you're getting your Halloween, whatever. You know. You know. Be cautious, innit? You know. We'll see you next week.
Peace.
Hey!